Hello, hello, hello. Check, check, testing. I believe we are live. Um, just gonna take 1 second just to confirm all the goodness. In the meantime, I'll let people potentially notice on YouTube that we are live streaming now. I'll take a moment to take a sip of tea. I'm on that throat coat kick just because it's my favorite tea. Yeah, how the heck is everybody? Feel free to say hello in the chat. I'd love to engage with everybody that gets a notification that we're going live. Feel free to share the stream, share to your whatever. Send a letter to a friend, letting them know that we are now live. Let's see. Yeah, it looks like we should be good. All right. So what is this stream all about? It's updates. That's what this is all about. It has been a very long time since I have done this. It feels like a couple months. And yeah, we're finally at that point here at MusicLandria where it feels right to start doing some live streams again. And why not start with just an overview of what the heck has been happening over the past couple months here at the library. So first and foremost, I want to just kind of let people know about the radio station. We started a new station here at the library called Sacramento Dirt. And it's been awesome. So basically what the station is all about is it's 100% dedicated to local musicians. So if you are a Sacramento area band that is current, we'd love to add you to Sacramento Dirt. Or if you used to be in a Sacramento area band, if you were in a band that is maybe now defunct, we'd love to add that band to Sacramento Dirt. I think there's a really cool opportunity through this radio station to not only showcase current music that is happening now, but also be a time capsule for music that happened a hell of long ago or a couple years ago or whatever. It's all inclusive. It's meant to be a super diverse radio station, so we don't only want to focus on like indie bands or noise bands or rock bands or whatever. We want it to be super inclusive and include things like the hip-hop music that's come out of this area, or music in different languages, right? Like, I know that there's a lot of super diverse music that has been created here in Sacramento over the last 5, 10, 15, 50 years. So, yeah, there's a really neat opportunity with this new station. A little bit more background information about it. So right now it's streaming 24/7. Tracks that get added are just going to be, they'll continue to be in rotation for as long as we're around, which is awesome. Considering that we're around for the next 50 years or more, music that gets added today will continue to play in 50 years from now or more, which man, I just think that's so rad. I'm really excited to think about that in terms of like the long-term effect of this radio station. Yeah, if I didn't say it yet, Sacramento area bands only. So I know that this kind of bars a lot of people from this, but from my understanding, there isn't a resource that only focuses on Sacramento area bands, and we thought we should make that. Right, so huge shout out to KDVS. I know that they do a lot of work to make sure that they add local bands and feature local bands, especially in their like live in studio A and stuff like that. But yeah, we just wanted to create a space for just the music coming out of this area and really highlight that, because I know that the music community here in Sacramento and the cities around Sacramento is just pretty amazing. So yeah, why not create a space just for that? Sorry for all the sips, but a buddy's got a drink. I'm on that throat coat kick right now, throat coat tea. If you're into that tea, say what's up in the comments. Or if you hate throat coat, let me know what your favorite tea is. Let's have this live stream be engaging, y'all. Yeah, whoever's watching, let me know what your name is, who you are, say what's up. Yeah, I'd love to just not have this be a monologue, but be a dialogue with whoever chimes in and catches the live stream. All right, so in addition to accepting new music to Sacramento Dirt, I'm also really motivated to add DJs to Sacramento Dirt. So for the past maybe 3 months, the radio station has just been on auto DJ mode because I haven't had the ability to include live DJs, but that just changed a week ago. So the radio station is now officially in phase 2, where we can start engaging the community to have folks come in and be a live DJ on Sacramento Dirt. And that's going to be super fun once we find people that are interested in doing that. If you know someone who's interested in being a DJ on Sacramento Dirt, let them know that we exist. Spread the word. Help us connect with people that are looking for an outlet like that. What else? Oh yeah, I haven't even said where to find the station. So if you go to our website, MusicLandria.com, you can click on a link. It's a tab on the top of the page. It says MusicLandria Radio. And on there, you can listen to the radio station, hear what's being broadcasted live. And you can also, there's a link for submit your music. If you're interested in being a DJ, just send me an email. buddy@musiclandria.com is the way to connect with me about that sort of thing. And again, I'd love to chat with you if you're interested in being a DJ. The training is really simple. It doesn't take long at all, and I can get whoever up to speed in a super short amount of time, and we can just get you on the station ASAP. I did a couple tests last week, and it was heck of fun. I showcased the newest additions to the radio station, which included, who was it? An artist called Miroslava, which was our first contribution to the station that featured music in Spanish. So that tickled me big time. I also featured a new album by Venetian Veil and just reacted to all the tracks in real time, which is great. And we also featured the Mars Butterfly, who just submitted their debut EP, which is awesome. I love that. They're a younger band, and I want to make sure to also include as many bands that aren't, youth bands. So if you know any bands that are younger and that should be featured on Sacramento Dirt, hit me up, buddy@musiclandria.com, or just direct them to our website, have them click on the MusicLandria Radio tab, and they could submit their music on our website. There's a form there. But if that's a barrier for whatever reason to you and you just want to drop off a CD, that is a really fun way to also engage in the radio station. Our address is on our website under Contact Us, but 922 57th Street, Sacramento, California, 95819. And you can straight up just drop off your album through our mail slot, and we'll add it to the station that way as well. The only sucky thing about that is it doesn't give us a JPEG of your album cover, and scanning is lame, but whatever, disregard that. We can make it work if you drop off an album. It's also rad if you drop off a physical release here, because we can then not only add it to Sacramento Dirt, but we can also plop it into our listening room and just have that live in the library and be something that people can listen to in-house, or in the future probably they can even check out your album and listen to it and burn burn it to whatever, VHS or something, or a tape, or remix it, or who knows what people will do when they check out a CD from a library. I don't know, but I'd like to know. So yeah, physical CDs, plop them off, y'all. I'd love that. Submitting tracks on band through our Google form is a lot easier, but it's not as fun because, yeah, I mean, the physical release is still super neat. I mean, it doesn't have to be a CD either. If you have an LP or a record, a vinyl record, drop that off. We'd love to add it to our library. We can rip them and burn your tracks to the station with relative ease. Tapes too, if you want to drop off a tape, we can rip those and add them to the station as well. Even reel-to-reel recordings. I don't know if anyone out there has that, but we can bounce stuff down from reel to reel. You might even actually be able to see one of the reels right behind my head. Zip, 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 zip. Yeah, so that's the update. Oh, another thing about Sacramento Dirt. We're trying to do some new fun thing where we are encouraging people to call the Library of MusicLandria's landline and leave messages that they want to be featured on Sacramento Dirt. So you can totally do that. 916-822-4118 is the number to to MusicLandria. And if you leave a message on our answering machine, we might add it to the radio station. So things that you could potentially drop in a message is a public service announcement. If you've got something rad, some information about something awesome that's happening in the community and want to just spread the word about it, leave a PSA message. Or if you have a band, if you want to do like a station ID, that would be super fun too, right? Like something like, yo, my name is Penelope, and I'm in the band Knocking Over Vases, and you're listening to Sacramento Dirt, Sacramento's ugliest, stinkiest radio station. That would be hilarious and awesome, and we'll totally add something like that to the station. Or if you just want to give a shout out to somebody, that would be fun. Or if you, whatever. I mean, just kind of the sky's the limit. We're trying to be weird, and we're trying to be just a voice of the community. So I don't want to guide the station too much. I want it to sort of become what Sacramento area's music community wants it to be. The last thing about the station is if you have a business and you want to advertise on Sacramento Dirt, that would be really awesome, because sustainability, right? We need to figure out ways to sustain this. We need to figure out ways to sustain MusicLandria. So one of the ways that we're thinking about doing that is through advertising on the radio station. If that sounds like something you'd be interested in, or if you know a business that might be stoked on that, hit us up or spread the word about that as an option. Another thing I want to chat about is a monthly giving campaign. So right now, over the next 2 weeks, basically starting March 1st and going for 2 weeks, we're trying to increase the number of people that support MusicLandria on a monthly basis. I think it would be really, really cool if we could get 20 people. Here's our goal. 20 people to donate $50 a month. That would be phenomenal if we could increase our monthly giving in that way. Right now, we've all of our monthly giving is happening on Patreon, but we're actually trying to switch off of that platform and go over to a new platform that is on our website right now. So if you're interested in being a monthly donor, you can go to our website, musiclandria.com, and click on Support TLM, and there's a form at the top of our page where you can donate monthly, and we're really trying to find more monthly donors over the next 2 weeks. Please consider doing that. I know that most people watching, or a lot of people watching this video right now, probably don't have the means to donate $50 a month, but and we don't want that to be a barrier, right? Just because I said that that is our goal, it doesn't mean that we wouldn't be super grateful if you just donated $5 a month or whatever you can afford, whatever's within your budget would be super helpful. Um, but yeah, I think, just thinking again about about sustainability and being really transparent about that. Our monthly costs are pretty high, right? And with all things related to COVID, the ways that we were trying to become sustainable are really on lockdown right now. So we were hoping to do like lots of recording sessions, but those are just kind of smashed right now. Hopefully that'll change soon, but we've been able to generate basically zero income through recording services. And to be totally honest, most of the people that reach out, we end up giving them scholarships, right? So we cover the cost of, we just eat the cost and continue to provide those services anyways, because we don't want money to be a barrier to people being creative. So like 98% of people that have been reaching out to us for recording services, we've been ending up giving them full scholarships and providing those services for free. So that's another reason why, if you have the means to be a monthly donor or contribute 5, 10, ideally, $50 a month would be huge and would really help us cover our rent, and also continue to provide scholarships to people who can't afford recording services. And not only that, but if we get 20 people donating $50 a month, we'll be able to largely cover our monthly costs. And not only that, but we'll also be able to continue to purchase instruments for our lending library. So we get a lot of requests for musical instruments here. And over the past year, to be totally honest, we haven't been able to make many purchases for the items that are in high demand. The large majority of people that come in here are really interested in expensive equipment, right? Like gear that costs a lot of money. And we have a wish list for musical instruments, and most of those include things like drum machines, synthesizers, and effect pedals, right? There's just a really big, those items are just in high demand. And they're too expensive for normal people to buy. So yeah, I mean, if we can get like 20 people donating $50 a month, we'd be able to largely cover our monthly costs, and we'd be able to start adding a bunch of the rad instruments that people have been requesting. Yeah, I mean, all the drum machines that we currently have in our catalog, they're all checked out. So we need to add more, right? Like, we really want to add more drum machines, more synthesizers, and more effect pedals. There's a ton of all of those things that we've got on our wish list that would be so fun to start being able to purchase and add to our catalog. All right, Throat Coat, thank you so much. This stuff is amazing. All right, so what else? I mean, I also wanted another rad update is I've been working on something called a sustainability plan for the library. So you might have heard me mention that a little bit more in the beginning of this video, but I want to kind of talk a little bit more about what that means and what that sort of looks like for MusicLandria. Sorry, my mouth is dry. All right, so yeah, I'm spending a lot of time thinking about what it's going to take to make sure that that MusicLandria is around for a really long time, right? And one of our big challenges, being a nonprofit, is we want to make sure that, and our mission, to be totally honest, is to basically provide stuff for free, right? So that's what a library does, right? Like, if you are a library, you provide books to the public for free. And if you're MusicLandria, you provide musical instruments to the public for totally free. That is fantastic. That is the reason why we are around, and we do not want to stray from that. But having our main programming be something that generates zero income, how in the world do you as an organization become sustainable, right? You have to either have a large group of people or foundations that are willing to support you and give you monthly funds, right? Or enough funds on a yearly basis to cover all of your costs, to purchase new instruments, to pay your rent, to pay your utilities, to pay staff. And if you don't have those, which to be totally honest, I mean, we've been doing MusicLandria for 7 years, and getting grants is extremely difficult. And getting grants that are large enough to cover all those costs has not been possible for us. Yeah, so I'm just going to leave that at that. If anyone is curious about more of the back end of like nonprofit stuff, hit me up. But yeah, we're thinking a lot about sustainability. And one of the ideas that I've come up with that I want to get everyone's feedback on this actually. I've been thinking a lot about trying to develop something like a musical instrument maker space or a music maker space, kind of like Hacker Lab, but just for music enthusiasts, right? And that would be a way for us to generate some sort of monthly income, right? Where we have members that are willing to pay X amount of dollars on a monthly basis to have access to a lot of rad resources, right? Basically what Hacker Lab does is you pay $90 a month to be able to go to their space, use all of their tools, and that's it. And you get discounts on courses and stuff as well, or workshops or something like that. So applying that concept to MusicLandria, I was thinking about trying out the equivalent where it would be something like, all right, maybe we charge $100 a month and people have, obviously have full access to the library just like normal, right? So that's not too much of a big incentive. But on top of that, you would get access to practice space. So you could use MusicLandria to practice if you have a band or a solo project. You could also have discounts on workshops, right? So if you're curious about like how to build an instrument, you could take that workshop and get a huge discount on that. You could have access to our radio station, right? So if you want to be a DJ on here, right? Like you get immediate access to that or VIP access to the radio station. If you want to record here, you have access to all of the tools that we have for recording, right? You have access to our live stream studio. All of that for, I don't know, something like $100 a month, right? I haven't implemented this idea into MusicLandria yet, but this is sort of the first sharing of that idea. So I'd love community feedback on that. If you're watching, let me know what you think of that idea. Would you be interested or willing to pay, something like $100 a month for that kind of service and that sort of access to a space? If not, let me know what you think is a fair price for that. Or at $100 a month, what would you want? What kind of services would you need to make that expense worth it for you? Yeah, I guess this is sort of like a lean startup thing where I'm hoping to get community feedback before I actually do the thing to see if people are actually interested in the idea or not. Again, that would help with sustainability. That would make sure that we could help offset the rent, all of our monthly costs, but ideally it would help make sure that we could continue to offer this library and expand our catalog of musical instruments in the lending library for free. All right. Well, I'm getting not a lot of people chiming in the chat section. Maybe I didn't make that. Maybe I didn't activate that. Who knows? I guess maybe post this live stream. I'd love it if people commented in the comment section. I'll be checking those in the future. All right, but yeah, I'll stop there for the sustainability plan, and I wanted to talk more about scholarships, right? So as I mentioned, um, a lot of people that a lot of people right now are struggling financially, and I totally understand that. And again, our mission is to make sure that we break down the barriers to musical exploration and create creativity. So, yeah, I just want to put it out there. If you're looking for the kind of services that I just mentioned in the music instrument or the musical maker space idea, if you're looking for practice space, recording services, career planning advice, um, live stream stuff, access to our radio station, but you absolutely don't have $100 per month, um, hit me up. We can provide you with a scholarship, right? And I'm super happy to do that. Like I said, about 98% of people that are looking for the services in that area have requested scholarships, and we're absolutely happy to provide you with a scholarship if you need that. So yeah. What else? Live stream waitlist. That's on another update that I wanted to chat about. So we're not really ready to start doing live streams again, but we've built out a live stream studio. Check our live stream playlist on this. I believe we have a playlist for live streams on this channel. Check those out to see some past ones that we did a couple months ago. Those were getting really fun. And sadly, just after we started doing those live stream performances here at the library, I think we did 3 or 4 or 5, California got shut down, right? A total closure. If you live in California, you know what happened. We had to stop doing those, and we've been really slow and tentative about kind of getting back into those. But I want to put an official call out to anyone interested or watching this that we are preparing to start doing more live stream performances here at MusicLandria and in Warm Robot Studios. If you're interested in doing that, we're collecting individuals and creating a wait list of people that want to perform here and do a live stream performance. So yeah, just email me if you're interested in that, or if you know someone who would be a great fit for live stream performance here, buddy@musiclandria.com. And I think I'm just going to stop there. Yeah, that covers all the stuff. That covers most of the updates that we have going on here. So I'm going to be back again soon. I'm going to try to start doing more live streams on this channel. Hopefully we can have more interaction next time. Just because, yeah, monologues suck unless we're talking about the Korg monologue. Dialogue between the music community here is much more fun. So yeah, keep your eyes peeled for the next live stream. I'm going to try and do one definitely next week, if not sooner. But yeah, as more updates happen, I'm going to be more consistent about doing more live streams. So thanks everyone for listening. If you're still here, you're a trooper. And yeah, before I sign off, please consider becoming a monthly donor. We've got a 2-week monthly giving campaign, and we could really use some additional support. Thanks in advance. If you go to our site, go to the support TLM tab and become a monthly donor. All right. Thanks everyone. Have a wonderful week and make lots of music. All right. Bye.